Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video on Battlegrounds, unexpectedly. We had a little bit of an update on Battlegrounds recently, but now we have, the post for the next season, Season 27. Season 26 just ended, and I don't have the numbers, but I feel like it was probably one of the least participation in a Battlegrounds season, ever. I feel like the mode is in the worst state it's ever been. Myself, I played a little bit at the end of a couple matches. You can go back in my history. There's over 2 weeks ago when I was playing last. That. It's pathetic. I have no desire, no drive to play the mode casually. Zero negative desire to push it competitively. It needs help. So let's see what they have to say about Season 27. Are they going to revamp it, or what have they been cooking? What good news do we have? So, greetings, summoners. If you have not yet read Kabam Dork's post on Battlegrounds Future, please check it out here. Otherwise, check out what is coming in Battlegrounds Season 27 below. So this was the post that we already went over, basically saying that, the latest string of videos, they saw them. We are committed to its long-term success. We recognize that in recent months we have not done the best job of keeping you on the loop. We hear and understand your frustrations. Sure. And the game team has been cooking up a few things that will address many of your concerns, but we aren't quite ready to share them yet. Well, what can they share? Let's see. So, overview. Fasten your seatbelts and prepare for a ride on the dark side of the moon as Season 27 begins. This will be the first of 2 seasons with the Dark Phoenix saga. If you make it far enough, we're rewarding players with a few special rewards. Light Essence and Dark Plume will be used toward obtaining 2 new champions. Light Essence is traded at the feature store for Lumatrix. That is our next idol. We had Isophene as our first one. Then Dark Plume is a gate restriction reward that can be used in the Phoenix Rising quest to obtain 7-star Phoenix. Okay. Per the new norm, we have 2 new buff metas to play throughout the season. The preseason will feature the second half of the buff profile for the Gladiator Circuit. But wait, there's more. For this season, we tweaked scoring. Tweaked. It's not the right word there. Scoring to award more points to those who can take down opponents faster. A tweak would be a small change. This is not a tweak. We'll talk more about that in a second. So to award more points to those who can take down opponents fastest, here's how it will work. So, right now, this is how scoring works. Normal scoring, max points. Defender HP remaining, 30,000 points. Possible. Attacker HP remaining, 15,000 points. Max possible you can gain. Fight duration, 10,000 points. Okay? So that's how scoring works right now. Now, for Season 27, so the Defender HP and the Attacker HP remaining is staying exactly the same, 30,000, 15,000. But the fight duration is going from 10,000 to 15,000. This is not a tweak. This is a massive change. And the silliest and funniest part is it's not even a new change. It's actually a reversion. Let me show you a picture from 2023. One of the last times, right before the last reward buff. So, points change. We've noticed a large trend of time being the defining factor in top-tier games, and a result, defenders that extend the fight being consistently picked. We don't want to shift things too much, and still want time to be a source of points, but want the main focus to be winning the fight in the best possible condition. So the max fight duration points from 15,000 to 10,000. And that was 2 years ago. So what are they doing now? Now they're changing it back from 10,000 to 15,000. With all of the issues going on with Battlegrounds right now, this is where the priorities are? I would love to talk to who's in charge of Battlegrounds and making these decisions, because I don't even want to believe it. It's boggling my mind. Out of everything we could have seen on a Season 20, this is what we see? Really? You're just reverting points to how it used to be? And selling it off as, we're tweaking it. Don't lie to us. And what pisses me off is that they don't ask us how we feel about score. We're the ones playing the damn game. Or, in this particular sense, not playing the game mode. Ask your community, Kabam. Ask us how we feel after 2 years of the scoring change. But no, what did they do? They just change it willy-nilly at their own discretion. Oh, man, it makes my blood boil. Oh, it makes me so mad. Like, this is going to fundamentally change Battlegrounds so much again. This is too big of a change. What I would do, if you're going to change scoring, just go in the middle. 12,500. Right in between 10,000 and 15,000. Why don't we try that for at least a season? See how that does. Not just immediately revert it back to what it was 2 years ago and try to pass it off as we're tweaking scoring. Man, grinds my freaking gears. Let's go over the rest of this. So dates, the preseason starts 19th March. Regular season starts March 26th. Gladiator Circuit made a change. Week 3 to 4 starts Wednesday, April 9th. So for our victory track, we have Stunning Performance for benefiting mutant attackers specifically when their parry stun is purified, cleanse, or prevented ability accuracy and set and inflict a stun passive for 3 seconds, unaffected by ability accuracy. If the attacker activates special attack while the stun is active, pause it, and the attacker gains 300% attack rating for the duration of the special. We have Palette Cleanser. When either champion gains a bar power, the defender gains 2 stacks of cleanse passive. Hurt Locker, using the same type of special attack in a row. You're going to take damage back unless you get a heavy off in the 5-second window. And then once you get to GC, they add also an encroaching root. So every 16 seconds, the attacker is passively rooted for 4 seconds until they're performing a special attack when the timer expires. And then for Gladiator Circuit, week 3 to 4, we have more root, or rooted. Every 12 seconds, the attacker is passively rooted. If the attacker is far away from the defender, the defender gets passively rooted instead. And then also, while inflicted with a root effect, the attacker is inflicted with a power lock passive. And we also have personal space regeneration. So that's when you're close to the defender, they're going to gain regen. When you back off, it's going to fall off. And then they also have enhanced recovery, so it's just going to make the regen more potent. But regardless of what the metas are, I still have no motivation, no drive, no desire to play the mode at all. Casually or competitively. Just no drive at all. And these changes, the scoring change, is not helping. So we have Light Essence. So this isn't worded very good. It says 1 Light Essence when you reach the Gladiator Circuit, which, you just get in the circuit, you get. But then it says when you reach. So does this mean if I get into Celestial 5 on day 1, I get this Light Essence? Or is it if you finish in Celestial 5 for the scene, you get the Light Essence, which would make more sense. But yeah, it says reach. So who knows what that even actually means? They don't specify. And then we have Dark Plume. So 10 Dark Plume when you reach the Gladiator Circuit. And then you also get a Gwenpool fist pump emoji for hitting Circuit. So that's our changes for Season 27. And just with, the way the community feels about the mode right now and everything, this post is not it, bro. It's honestly a bit of a joke. That's my thoughts on it. I'm not happy with Battlegrounds right now, if that wasn't already abundantly clear. And yeah, just there's so much potential with Battlegrounds. And there could be so many different variants for Battlegrounds. There could be a nuke Battlegrounds where it's the main focus, the bulk of points is from time. You want to go super duper fast. Then there could be another one where time doesn't even matter. It's other factors. Your health is really important, finishing with a high health total. There could be so many different Battlegrounds variants where the scoring is different. There's limitless possibilities, dude. But instead, no, let's just revert it to what it was and let the community be our guinea pigs again and test it. And what I don't like is just that we've already had this. They're just reverting it. At least try something different. Try 12,500 points. No. And then they try to pass it off as a tweak. And it's not a tweak. This fundamentally changes every Battlegrounds match. There could have been countless Battleground matches where you lost and you actually would have won if these scoring changes were in place. Or where you win and you shouldn't have won if these scoring changes were in place. It changes everything. And they make these changes so willy-nilly to the entirety of the mode. If we had different types of Battleground variants, different types of matches, you could test all kinds of things. This is not it, bro. This is not it. Kabam really needs to deliver. I can't wait to see what Crash has to say and all this, but it's not looking good, dude. That's gonna be probably the last saving grace of Battlegrounds. Hopefully, Kabam gets it right. But yeah, guys, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video, talking about all the latest and greatest changes to Battlegrounds. Let me know what you guys think about it all. Please, in the comment section down below, give me your feedback. Do you think I'm overreacting? Do you think I'm valid in the way I'm feeling? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want some more. Thanks so much for watching. Peace!